and thanks for coming back to the Clay Allen Chronicles. Tonight is a little bit different. I'm going to have my 11-year-old daughter on the podcast with me, and we're going to discuss what it's like to be living with split families. So that's what we're going to talk about, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to bring in CJ. This is my daughter, CJ. How you doing?
Good.
Okay, so we've got some questions that we've put together for us to answer. We'll go ahead and jump into it. And each time we answer a question, you can elaborate if you want. Like, we can just kind of do whatever. Do you feel more comfortable with me looking at you like this, or do you want me to look at the camera while I'm talking? Which one do you want to do? Would you rather us looking at each other?
No.
You'd rather look at the camera?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
We're just us looking at each other.
All right. Well,
Either or.
Well, let's just do it like this. This is more natural. I can't look at the camera because I've got to read the questions.
Oh, yeah, teacher.
I've got them on my screen. You can't see them. So, all right. So the first question is, how do you feel about living in two different homes? So we'll let you answer it first.
So basically, it's kind of like aggravating because if you want to see one person, like one of your family,
yeah,
you have to wait until like the weekend, or you have to wait till Monday.
Right.
Or you have to call them. If they don't answer, you can't talk to them.
That's one of my issues. I don't like that. I don't like that when, and I'm not trying to go against your mom and your stepdad, but like when you get in trouble and they want to take away your phone, because that's one of your prized possessions. Be careful of bumping in the desk. That's one of your prized possessions. So I get it. That's what's going to get you the most. But when they do that, I can no longer talk to you. I have to go through your mom. And we all know your mom.
She never answers the phone.
No.
Like my
like
contact
tonight.
name on it.
Yeah. What is your mom's contact name? It's like abbreviations. It's a bunch of letters.
Hold on. It's like Miss Never.
Don't bump the desk because I got the camera on the desk. You can show it to the camera though. Just dim your screen down a little bit. So it's Miss Never Answers the Damn Phone.
I swear she does not.
And I did not. I did not give her this name. I actually was looking. Don't bump the mic. I was looking at her. What was I doing? Looking at your contact. Yeah, I was doing her contacts through. I had restricted her, and I removed all her abilities on her phone. We have iPhones, so I can take everything down, and all she can do is text or call us. And I didn't add her mom as a number that she could call because I never found her mom. And then I said, "Where is your mom? Because I need to add her as one of the contacts." And she's like, "Right here." And I'm like, "That doesn't say mom. It says like a bunch of letters." And then she told me what the letters were. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Don't remember to get too far. You want to be...
It's because literally I'll text her and text her and text her and she will not answer. So I'll call her. Mm-hmm. I'll call her, hang up. Call her, hang up because I want her to look at the message.
Right. I have the same issue. Every time I'm trying to get a hold of her. Actually, not just me, the doctor's office. I was at the doctor's office with CJ once. And the doctor's office was like, "Do we have the wrong number for her mom? Because we can never get a hold of anybody." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "What? Tell me the number, but I'm pretty sure you have the right number."
I said her number. And
I'm like, "Yep, that's it." She just doesn't answer the phone. So,
I mean, she works with kids, and she's always like, "Well, to my defense, I had a bad day at work."
Yeah. Well, we all have bad days. You still gotta answer your phone.
Especially your kids and your kids' father.
So tonight her mom texted and was like, she was like, "Oh my God, I just noticed all these text messages from you," because we have a group text where it's me, CJ, and her mom. The name. She's like, "I just noticed this, which proves you guys right." And I'm like, "Mm-hmm." So that was funny. Just so everybody knows, I do a lot of videos on the Clay Allen Chronicles talking about betrayal trauma. I am not talking about CJ's mom. No. It is the woman I was married to before I met CJ's mom. So
Funny story.
I didn't want everything. Yeah. Kind of a web, a triangle, but I didn't want everybody to think that it was her mom. So anyway, so those are the two. You need to mute that. Come on.
It's Duolingo.
Mute it. Mute your phone. All right. What else? What else is there that's so you don't like that we can't talk to each other just whenever we want?
Mm-hmm.
I
can't just go in the other room and be like,
no.
Hey Dad or Hey Mom.
Right, and I don't like that either. That's not.
Especially for you, like I'm not right across the room when during the day.
And that's what I tell your mom. I'm like, hey, when you ground her like this, I'm not right down the hall from her. I can't just go down the hallway and see her and say goodnight and stuff like that. So I prefer that they let me restrict her phone so that all she can do is text or call us. You know, you can choose what numbers and everything. So I can turn off everything. They can't download. They don't even have an app store when I turn it off. So that's what I would rather. Uh-huh.
They do, unless you take away the app store.
Right. No, I can take away the app store.
But you just restrict it on my phone. I can keep it for the day, and then
you just get cut off for the nighttime, the time. I just put a schedule on yours.
Yeah, I only get a minute at 12 o'clock in the morning. 12 o'clock.
All right. So the next question: what are some of the hardest things about having a split family? Well, we just kind of mentioned one of them. What else would be hard?
Honestly, having two different Christmases. It's not the best. Everybody's like, oh, well, if you have split families, it's lucky for you because you get two Christmases. That's not the thing. You have to go to another house. You
have to leave your gifts and everything.
You have to leave your whole entire other family to go to your other family.
Right.
Like, it would be much better to just see both of your parents happy, seeing their presents
at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just over here adjusting your levels because in my head you sound louder than what I sound.
In my head you sound louder than I
sound. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't mess with it. Anyway, so that's one of the things for me too is like when we wake up Christmas morning. If he's yeah, and well, in the last two Christmas mornings you weren't here.
Last one, yes, I was.
No. Well, you were here this one. You were here.
This one.
You were here for this one, but the two Christmas mornings before that, no.
Yeah.
I would only get to see her like after Christmas morning.
It's because all of the ones at my mom's house, she kept all the traditions.
Yeah.
She didn't change them. She didn't forget about them.
Yeah, they do the same. On Christmas Eve, they get to open up one gift, and it's usually like
pajamas, popcorn,
a pajama box.
Mug.
It's got all kinds of stuff in it.
It's like normally we get a Squishmallow, a mug, hot cocoa, popcorn, and pajamas.
Yeah.
And sometimes we'll get like fluffy socks. So.
Well, those are some of the things I don't like about Christmas. I like Christmas, Thanksgiving. I want everybody around. I want all my family. And
half of your family, our family, lives in Florida.
In Florida. I have 3 grown children. One of them is in his 30s. Well, he's 30. He lives in Florida with his daughter and stepson. So I have grandkids there. And then my youngest son lives in South Carolina. And my older daughter, let's go. The one in Florida is 30. The daughter is 26, I think. Yeah, or 27. She'll be 27.
Isn't that like 10 years older? Like
she's gonna be 27.
That's 10 years younger than mine.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. And then there's she's 20. She's gonna be 27. And then Blake, and he's going to be, this year, he'll be 26. And then, so there's one in Florida, one in South Carolina, and one up here in Connecticut. And then there's CJ. And it just, Thanksgiving, like Easter dinners, Christmas dinners, I want everybody around. I want everybody coming over.
We're going to start doing a tradition, so I'm probably going to be starting having Thanksgiving at your house, and then we're going to go to Maine. After.
After. Yeah.
Yeah, like the weekend.
You're going to do that from now on, probably? Okay. Well,
unless
that would be cool with me.
Unless you know who
Yeah. So, we want do we want to go to the next question?
Sure.
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 Not just sure. You're like sure.
I always go sure.
Sure.
Okay.
KK.
KK.
All right. So, question number 3: What are some things you enjoy about having two households?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
you don't enjoy that you get to have two Christmases?
No. I just said that.
I know we said that, but like you get to go open gifts twice. Every other kid.
But half the time, I just don't like that because then, like, if you go to one house and then you go to the other house, and if I have siblings at my mom's house, so this year Christmas I was at your house and then I went to mom's house, and then at mom's house, when Alexa found out about the money that I got, when she got like $100 headphones from her significant other, she got mad at me for getting money. I was like, I didn't get the money. I didn't buy the money. You get what I mean? Like, I didn't buy the money.
But you don't, nobody buys money.
You can't really.
I don't think you know what you're saying. You're just saying it wasn't your fault.
Yes. Like, she'll get mad at me.
Did you hear a loud boom? Oh. Anyway, yeah. So that's not good. So there's nothing really that you can think of that you like about having two households?
Maybe, but not right this second.
I mean,
I'll come up with it.
I'll agree with you because honestly, I hate when you go back to your mom's.
You know what I hate also?
She's what?
When you'll text me, already miss you.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that.
So I gotta not do that because sometimes I just don't like it. Like I see her on the weekends and there's no we didn't go to court. There's no arrangement.
Yeah.
It's just
50-50 custody.
It's just how we do it. You know, she stays with her mom during the week and she comes to me on the weekends. Summertime and most vacations, she's always at my house. This past Christmas vacation, she didn't. But that's how we have it set up. And on Sunday, when she's got to go back to her mom's because she goes to school down and they live in a different town, I'm like, man, like I just don't feel whole. I don't feel like
I don't like leaving your house. No. I never do. You know that too.
And I don't feel like
I'm always
me.
Like, no, I don't want to go.
I don't feel like me when I don't have my kid, my daughter here. So
it's just like I just 2 years ago rearranged into a new school. So if I want to move down here, but it's gonna be weird.
It's like, well, it wouldn't be. You think it is?
Up here.
I've gone to so many different schools growing up. Like I was in.
I know you tell me
this all the time. Yeah. I was in, I think, 1 or 2 schools in Montana, 2 schools in Colorado. This is elementary, okay, and then back down to Florida for 2 more elementary schools. Then a junior high. Don't be trying to burp on the show.
No, I was.
What were you doing?
Was going like this because I had I didn't know if it was a hiccup or a burp.
And then I had, so I mean, you think it is, but it's not. You get used to it. It's, especially you got a good personality. You're like me. You can talk to anybody. You make friends.
I know a certain someone that goes there. So.
No. Anyway, I hate it on Sundays when you have to go home.
You know what I really like? When we don't have school on Mondays.
Yes. Because then we get like an extra night.
Yeah.
Because we really, I mean, I do a lot of YouTube stuff. I try to do it at night because when she's here on the weekends, I want to give her as much attention as I can. But I also do a lot of editing and I work. I do like advertising stuff. So I'm doing that during the day sometimes when she's here. And I hate when I'm working on a weekend because I'm always working. But I hate when I'm not giving her attention. But sometimes she's okay with it. Sometimes she's like, no, I'm fine.
Guys, trust me. This man is the sweetest man you will ever meet. Okay? He asked me if it's okay if he can go upstairs. Like he won't go upstairs unless I have unless he has my permission.
I don't. I'm like, I want to give everybody courtesy. I want to give, especially my daughter, and I'll go, do you mind? Like, cause sometimes I'm just coming up here to work on a review, a YouTube, like a gear review, a mic review, something. And I don't want to, it's okay to yawn. We're actually late. It's 10:00. But, I feel guilty. So I do ask, I do make sure she's okay with it. But, yeah, so I guess I can agree with you that I don't really see any benefits to having two. I mean, a lot of parents would go, man, I'd be happy. You get a break from your kid all week long. And I'm like, I'm not the kid
that you need a break from.
Yeah, I don't need a break. The only qualm I have with CJ is she's messy. Messy. Like it's redundant how much we have to tell her, pick that up, put this away, pick that up, put this away. That's it. Other than that, she's not a brat. She's not you're an easy kid to get along. I can have a podcast with her. Like we can talk about stuff. She's 11 years old. But yeah, she just said she's recorded with me. There's actually been
the girl with
a couple times the fire dancer.
Yeah.
And Kumari when we did
I love that one.
Yeah,
I want to do something with him.
That was cool. We were in a warehouse and I was with a colleague and she was doing like a photo shoot for him because he's kind of an aspiring model / actor. He wants to be an actor also. Dude. And they were doing a photo shoot. And she asked me if I wanted to come along and do some video. And I was like, well, I can, but I'm going to bring my daughter because it's the weekend. I have her on the weekends. So CJ went, and I've always had 2 phones. So I gave her one of my phones and I had one, and she recorded stuff and I recorded stuff, and we both filmed. I do a lot of stuff with my phone, believe it or not. And you wouldn't even, a lot of the stuff I do with my phones comes out so nice. Anyway, we both did it, and she came up with, one of the shots she came up with all on her own, and then
multiple of them I did,
and then a couple other ones that she did really, really good. The one where you cross the hallway,
that was my idea.
That was so good. Like you did it just exactly the way I said though. When you said what you wanted to do, and then I was like telling you what I needed you to do to make it happen, You did it perfect. And then she thought of this other shot where she was shooting into a mirror. It was a dirty.
I know. I love that idea.
It was perfect. It was a mirror. So she was looking in the mirror, and the mirror was looking at the subject as he was walking by, and it was really cool. It was awesome.
It was like the gun. He was like,
yeah. It was awesome.
It was a prop gun.
Yeah, it was a good shot though. Very good shot. So that's what we do. Like she goes everywhere. If I do Santa Claus during the Christmas holiday, the last weekend of November and the first 3 weekends of December. And whenever she's feeling it, she'll go with me, and she dresses up like an elf, and she's my elf. She's one of my elves.
Well, like, I'll take pictures for the people, and they're always
she'll hold their cameras and take pictures for them and stuff. So we do stuff like that. So let's move on to the next question because we got really steered off. What are some things that? How do you stay connected with family members when you're not with them?
Phone.
Going back to the phone.
Phone.
We keep connected by using the cell phone. That's all I got.
It's not like I write letters. I mean, I love to write.
We're sending pigeons.
I'm sending pigeons.
Pigeons with the
little ways to go.
Yeah. So that's how we stay connected. Cell phones.
Pretty easy.
Yep, cell phones.
Self-explanatory.
What helps make the transition between homes easier for you?
Cars.
The transition, not the transportation between homes. You ding dong. Transition, like going from one thing to another. I think because she said she doesn't like having 2 homes, there's probably nothing that makes the transition easier.
The thought isn't even easy.
Yeah. It's just annoying. Okay. How do you handle missing one parent while you're with the other one?
I don't. I don't know. I don't. I just call them.
You don't handle it?
No.
You just call?
I just call them.
So
I just call them, and then I'll just stay on the phone, and every time they're going to be like, okay, I got to go, I bring up a new subject.
Mm-hmm.
I do that.
I have noticed lately, though, as you're getting older, I guess, there's been a lot less phone calls between me and you during the week.
Probably because I'm busy doing something.
It's okay. It's just, notice, well, no, I'm just saying, you notice how as time goes on, we're not drifting apart, but like as you get older,
I don't want to drift apart.
You start to, well, thank you. You start to get more involved with your own stuff. and you're less apt to want to be like, I want to call Dad, you know.
I'm the type of person to still say I love you.
Yeah.
And Mama, Dada,
I do.
and
I still say it with
my parents.
I say it with Brittany, Blake, Brett. When I say it with Blake and Brett, they're like, I love you too. Like they'll say it real fast, but I don't care.
No,
I still say it.
I'll say it in front of what?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like yeah, hey, you like him. So,
yeah, he's a good kid, but you're 11. You know.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
But like, I'll say it in front of him because when Mom dropped me off at his house, I was like, love you, Mama. Bye.
Oh, to his mom.
Yeah.
All right. So where are we at? What makes it? What advice would you give to other kids going through this same thing?
Don't pick sides. Like, if your parents are arguing about something, do not pick sides. Just go through the things you have to do. Don't pick sides unless like one's nicer to you, I guess. Like if one.
So don't pick sides.
Yeah, don't pick sides and don't like.
I mean, you don't have, as far as I'm concerned, me or your mother aren't. We're both good parents to her. Her mom's an excellent mom.
But she doesn't know how to take my phone.
Right.
Cause like or ground me. When she's grounding me, she's like, fine, I'll let you watch TV tonight. Or like when Matt told me I can't watch TV, she gave me the Echo Show to play YouTube on. Like,
I don't know. Maybe she shouldn't be doing that, but that's also those kind of similar things happen over here. If Amy wants to do something or wants to punish you in a certain way, and
but like she
if I don't think it's appropriate, I'll be like, just hey, like whatever, like eating out in the living room.
I know.
She doesn't want the kids to eat in the living room, which is completely okay for her to feel that way because the kids are messy and they spill things. But I will go, no, we have TV trays. Set up a TV tray. You can sit out here with me. If I'm out there, I'm not the one that likes to sit in the living room and eat. I like
to watch TV.
I like to sit at the table and talk, or at least just be there together, enjoying a meal, consuming a meal. I don't like doing the living room unless there's something really fun and cool that we're watching on TV.
Like your favorite movie, Interstellar?
Something, yeah. I don't know. That I could probably just wait until after.
You love Interstellar. That's his favorite movie.
I love it. I do. All right.
Next question.
What advice? How do you celebrate holidays or special events with both families? Well, we already talked about holidays.
Christmas.
Pretty much. Christmas. We talked about Thanksgiving. Halloween. Trick or treating.
Halloween. Half the time I don't even go with my parents. I go with somebody else.
No. Last year you went with somebody else, but all the years before that you always go with me.
I always go with you because you always have those rich places. I mean, can I blame you?
We go to nice neighborhoods. They're nice neighborhoods.
Yes. And one time when I went there, they were giving out first of all, they were giving out 2 full-size candies, Pokemon cards, and light up glasses. So yeah. I mean, come on.
Like, can you blame me?
But when I went with Wyatt this year, there was like multiple houses.
Yeah.
You know how there's like 2 or 3 at yours? There was like 10 houses at his, and there was a haunted trail on his too. Right.
So you had fun doing it with going trick-or-treating with Wyatt this year?
Yeah.
Or last year? I keep saying that. It's only January, 4th? So
yeah.
To me, it was still this year.
Yeah. That's like when I was trying to tell you my new class.
Yeah.
New class, old class.
All right, so now we're on to that was number 8. There's only 10 questions, so we're on to number 9. All right, number 9 is, what's one thing parents can do to make kids feel more comfortable in a split family?
Just support them. Like, if you get what I mean by that, do you get what I mean?
No, I get it.
I just like
be there when. So, for example, if one of your step parents is maybe crossing the line or going too far, step in. We step in. Or if you're dealing with something with your siblings that needs attention, if you tell me about it, I'll step in. Is that what you mean by?
Yeah. Like, don't just, well, you're barely ever here. Just deal with it while you're here and then go back to your, like, no, don't do that. Don't, like, if
I do get what you're saying. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes there has to be.
I say a lot of, by the way, I say a lot of, do you get what I mean? Get what I mean? Get what I mean?
It's okay. I do a lot, so.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, I'm clearing my throat over here. All right. I muted my mic. They're going to hear it in yours, just not as loud.
I heard it. So.
Yeah, it won't be as bad, though. It wasn't real bad, was it?
No. I didn't hear it. Like, I just heard it.
Yeah. So, and supporting you in aspects like that, supporting you. We both pitch in to get her clothes and presents. And when she's with her mom takes care of her. When she's with me, I take care of her financially, mentally, emotionally. So.
And he's probably the best person to talk to.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't tell by his videos.
Yeah, my kids can. They don't always, but they can tell me anything. And I'm not gonna. I mean, of course, I'm gonna give my opinion. Of course, I'm gonna react, but I'm not gonna judge them. And I'm not gonna. If they really want to tell me something, they're not gonna get in trouble for telling me something. I'm never gonna do that. So, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
You're just like.
I'm tired.
You tired? So we're at the
almost done.
We're at to question number 10, and then we'll be able to wrap this up. How has living in a split family made you stronger or taught you important lessons? How has it made you stronger? You've learned how to handle letting go, separation and letting go.
I let go of my separation anxiety because I used to have separation anxiety.
Yeah. Like we're tied at the hip now. It used to be worse, like way worse. We were like fused at the hip. So you've learned that. You learned how to deal with separation anxiety. All right.
I've learned how to like we were saying earlier, ways to connect with the other person and like ways to not like overthink something or like, because I still kind of do, but I'm getting a little better at it. I have anxiety about something happening to you or mom while I'm not there.
Right.
That's like really scary, or like when you guys are like.
And that could happen, and that's kind of one of the things that I'm always talking to her about and always teaching her. And I've done actually a video on the Chronicles on this channel talking about dying. And it's one thing that I'm always talking to her about is you're never going to be prepared for that, but like you can prepare as much as possible by learning to accept things, learning to accept that, things happen. And sometimes they're going to happen when you're not together, and that's going to suck. But
that's like the worst way. Like when you had to go to the ER, well, I wasn't there. I was like,
which time? I've been to their ER a few times.
It was the one where you thought you were dying.
What? I never thought I was dying. Oh, what with my stomach?
Yeah.
Was this the one after my surgery or
the arm thingy?
Oh,
the big arm explosion.
Oh, that. Well, that was I didn't know that was. Well, that was. No. I had kidney cancer and they had to remove a tumor.
That too, kidney cancer. That horrified me.
Yep.
Cancer period because my papa
had a car accident.
Yeah, that too.
That one was
right when you
left for work. It was first thing in the morning on the interstate. I got totaled, and believe it or not, was just walked out of it. But my vehicle was totaled, and I spent.
You had nothing wrong.
It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they wanted to take me to the hospital just to check me out because I had been in an accident, and my vehicle, from the looks of mine and his vehicle, they were like, we need to get you guys checked out, and I ended up. I think I arrived at the hospital around 10, and I didn't get picked up from they eventually transferred me to another hospital because the first hospital I sat there for all day until like 7 o'clock at night, and nobody ever even looked at me. I just sat there waiting the whole time. That's all I was doing.
Did you even feel any pain?
No, I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I was starving. I hadn't all day long.
When you do that, I
didn't get to eat breakfast. I didn't get to eat lunch. I didn't get to eat dinner. And then they transferred me to another hospital in Massachusetts. I went up to UMass. And then when I went to UMass, which is a huge hospital. No, not the same. Big, busy hospital. Tons of stuff going on there. It's like when you watch it.
Is it like the Hartford Hospital?
It's like when you watch it. Yeah, kind of. But like it's when you watch a TV show about a hospital, how it's always hectic and crazy.
Like House?
Yeah, well, House or ER or Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy.
This hospital's like that. It's just busy, busy, busy. They had me in, and I think I was there for a total of like 2.5 hours or 3 hours. No, actually, it was less than 3 hours because I didn't get transferred up there till almost 9 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock in the evening when the first hospital said, we're going to transfer you. I didn't get picked up until 9 o'clock or so. And then I ended up getting picked up by my wife at 11:30 at night. So I was only there for like 2 hours. And inside that 2 hours, they saw me, they did their triage or whatever, fed me.
Yay!
I finally got to eat, and then 2 hours later, I was going home.
Fine, you were fine.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous. Like 14-hour day.
That's stupid. Because like you said, or especially when you say there's nothing wrong, and then they still take you, and you're just like,
okay. Well, I voluntarily went because my back was hurting. Initially.
Don't you have a broken disc anyways?
I have a bad back anyway. I have four herniated discs. I think I've got a fifth, maybe more, up in the shoulder blades. But because of that, they were like, well, it's best that we go get you checked out and have your back looked at and whatever. So, but that's it. So anyway, that's living with split families.
I hate it.
She hates it.
I don't like it.
I'm going to wrap this up.
Okay.
So that we can relax. Do a little ASMR.
I was just gonna.
How are you doing? All right.
So good.
Thank you for watching. I hope this gave you some sort of value. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate a subscribe. And that's all we got tonight for Split Families. I'll see you in the next video.